So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Remember, this is Lucy Kaki, where we talk about anything and everything that there is. And today we are having a discussion, or rather some tea. So grab in your cup of tea and some popcorns, because I have a lot of story. So guys, before I get into the main video for the day, kindly go subscribe, share the previous video. Like the other one that I did was about the crazy whisper challenge, and thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate. So guys, kimbeni pale subscribe as I come back. Batai.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever try.
So the main video for the day today is some of the relationship deal breakers that I've experienced. In short, zile vitu zinafanyanga ni feel like this guy is not dateable at all. So I've written them down here, as I had asked some guys on my Facebook. I had asked some guys what are some of your relationship deal breakers, and what I got is that if a guy tells you that he isn't looking for something serious. So if a guy tells you that he isn't looking for something serious, your girl, just know hakutaki. Like, there's no need of trying and wasting your time, because remember, maybe you could be dating for a purpose. And I remember sometimes back niliona post, like it's written, there's no need of dating for 1.5 years like you're doing a diploma. Date when you're ready for marriage. When you're ready for marriage, trust you me guys, it's enough for you guys to even date and get married within a span of 6 months. But if you're dating without a purpose, you can even go for 1, 2, you can go for 1, 2 or 3 even years trying to make things work, but then it's not really working. So what I'm trying to say, if the guy tells you that he isn't ready, or rather he isn't in for something serious, don't force it. Just walk away, because you'll be just but wasting your time. So another thing I saw is that inconsistency. Yes, for me, inconsistency doesn't work. Like, we talk leo, kesho we don't talk, we text, you don't text, I text, you don't text back. Inconsistency is just but a no for me. If there's no consistency, guys, I can't date you. Imagine you've been talking with this guy, maybe in a week mnaongeanga like thrice. Na hizo thrice ni zile texts zenye unaambiananga hi was your day, and then the next time he's like hi. Like, it's even maybe in like after like 2 days or 3 days, now that is when the guy is texting you back. So you kept wondering, you'll be wondering like, okay, anarudisha text siku gani, so if the guy lacks inconsistency, then it's a no for me. So another thing is, someone said if the guy is married. Yes, if the guy is married, you'll be wasting your time, because there's no way this guy is going to leave his wife ndo akuja kuowe, and there's no way with your beauty and all that unaweza taka kuwa a second wife. Sometimes if the guy is married, just call it off. Don't go in for married guys, man. They're just but a waste of time, and there's no way he's ever going to leave his wife. Never ever. Another thing is that if there's no common courtesy, there are these basic things like kindness, attention. So basic things like kindness, attention, courtesy. If this guy is so rude to a waitress in your first date, trust me guys, if you guys get married, within maybe the first 1 month, you'll be like shouting to you everywhere. And first month you guys will be so much in love and all that, he'll be shouting at you, reason because you assumed the red flag where you guys were dating at first. So if this guy lacks some common courtesy like kindness and patience and all that, then that's a no for me, and some other guys who told me the same thing from my posts. And like I said earlier, you should put down what you want. If you want a guy who is not married, then don't go for a married guy. If you can't date a married guy, don't go for a married guy. Also, if you want a guy who is consistent, don't go for inconsistency. Just know what you want before you dive into the dating pool. Because like I said earlier, you should date with a purpose. Don't date just because you're feeling lonely. don't date just because you're feeling like your friends are dating, some of your age mates are even getting married, the pressure and all that. Kindly, if you want a guy who is consistency, you should write it down, and also you yourself, you should be consistent in everything that you do. That is going to play a major role in the relationship. Another thing is that as I was going through some quotes, I saw a quote that read, it is written by Oprah. It reads that you have to be the one for yourself first, and definitely you have to be the one for yourself first, and definitely you get the one for you. If you want a good guy, be a nice lady. If you want a guy who is hardworking, be hardworking. If you want a Christian, a born again guy, also be one. As in, display some characters that will attract the other person. Because if you be the opposite of what I'm looking for, definitely we won't match in, and there's nothing like attraction between me and you. Another deal breaker for me is that if the guy has anger issues, maybe you could be having a quarrel, you argue, and then he'll be so furious, or rather he'll be so poor in managing his anger. You've been trying to tell him maybe you're not supposed to do this. When we're angry, give ourselves time and all that crap, and he doesn't change. Bruh, I've got a very, very interesting quote for you. I know it might sound rude, but it makes sense. Unless he wears a diaper, you can't change him. Kama anavaa diaper, kama havai diaper huwezi mchange, and mtoto akiwa amevalishwa diaper ipupuyo, you remove it, unaitoa. But kama chali havai diaper, my friend, si kitu unaweza toa. It's something that is in him, and if you've been trying to get rid of it from him, ile kumtoa and showing him that this is not the right way and he's not doing it, then just drop it off. Another thing which is a deal breaker for me is a boring texter. As in, if I'm here writing paragraphs, I'm here writing sentences, and you're here responding with one word text, that's a deal breaker for me. We can't work like that. It feels like maybe you could be wasting your time. I could be trying to get your attention, but your attention is somewhere else, And also, if I complain, or if I tell you that this thing is not working just because you're doing this and this, and you're not here to rectify or show in some effort, manze, sinanga your time. Like, I'll just walk away. And before I walk away, guys, I normally tell my partner, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And if it reaches to a point that I can't take it anymore, I can't. And this brings me to a conclusion, and I will conclude with a certain quote that reads that every pot has its own lid. Inamaanisha onyogonerege kuneko kiayo. So if you're not my lead, I'd rather go looking for another lead, a pot that has got its own lead, as in nyogo ena gekuneko kira fit. If your lead isn't fitting to my pot, then I'd rather looking for a lead that is fitting in my pot, and vice versa.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever try.